Hey, Sagittarius, intuitive soul coach here with your February 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Sagittarius, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so the key theme showing up for you this month, Sag, we have creativity, your first card out. We have choices, and then your final card is adventure. So you may have some very important decisions to make around your life in the month of February, but I'm getting here the word discovery, which we do see showing up in this creativity card. So this could be discovering more about your own gifts, skills, and talents. This could be discovering more about another person. This could be discovering more about your career path or your business ideas. This is a very creative, inspired energy. So if you felt a little bit of burnout or you haven't felt as inspired as you would like to in a specific area of your life, February opens the door to reinventing yourself, reinventing the energies around you, expressing, using the throat chakra here to communicate and express yourself in many different ways possible. It doesn't have to just be through the throat. It could be singing. It certainly can be about effective communication, but it can also be journaling, automatic writing. It could be dancing. It is all about you opening yourself up to new, exciting times ahead. You may even be planning a spiritual trip or a family vacation as well, or maybe you're taking one in the month of February here. But Sagittarius, this is about you using your imagination in order to create the life that you want for yourself. This is you opening that third eye chakra, envisioning what your future looks like. If you feel a little bit stuck in a certain area, whether it is family or you've had a tower moment in your career, maybe some of you have struggled with health conditions or health issues or difficult family members, friends, or lovers, this is about you using that talent within for you to really shift and transform and see things from a bigger perspective. Because what's happening, well, what has already happened for you is you've ascended. There's ascension happening here. You are raising your vibrations, Sagittarius, and the physical body is releasing and letting go of things that aren't in alignment with where it is that you want to go. And so now you're putting a little bit of a creative spin, a creative twist on the way that you view the world. This is about perception as well. You have new ideas flowing in, whether you want to write a book, whether you want to open a business. You probably already have, many of you have planted the seeds, but this could be the month that you go back and finish something or you go back and commit to it. So I'm just getting a really powerful energy coming from the creativity card. Now, Sagittarius, smack dab in the middle of your reading, you do have choices. This is all about making a decision. It could be small, it could be minor, maybe it's major, but it is the energy of free will. It's the energy of possibly going an alternative route than you thought you were going to go on. This is about you maybe even taking that road less traveled, or the one that most people are starting to take is veering off on their own, where instead of feeling like you have no voice, but to stand up for yourself and express your raw, unique individuality here. I'm getting that you may feel a little bit between worlds, but you have the talent, the skills, and the spiritual guidance to create balance in your life, to be able to balance up both of these decisions, weigh the pros and cons, and move forward in your highest good. Use the resources that you have available. Reach out if there's professional guidance that you need, whether it has to do with your finances, your medical health. I'm also seeing here an alternative source to something that you may have only been able to see in one direction. For example, perhaps there was some sort of underlying condition. And again, I'm not a medical professional. Please see the disclaimer in the description box below. But some of you may have been seeing a medical professional, so a doctor or someone of that nature, where you may be deciding to take an alternative or a holistic approach to your health. So that could be a new direction you're deciding to take. For others of you, maybe you've worked in the corporate world and you want to expand and build something on the side that can grow into a fruitful, abundant business. For others of you, you may be deciding what else is out there apart from either being single, or maybe you're in a relationship and you're wondering if you can take it to the next level, or if the soul contract between the both of you has expired. So choices showing up here. Those are pretty big ones, but it could be something minor as well. But I feel like you're shifting your mindset, which is very powerful. Now you have adventure showing up, especially towards the end of February, where there's exciting times ahead, Sagittarius. This is about new opportunities presenting themselves, but also opportunities that you go chasing. Some of you are on a very deep spiritual quest of an awakening, of enlightenment. You may be thinking or contemplating traveling the world, working from anywhere in the world, or reaching people on a global level. This is also about excursions, new lands, travel, and adventure. And you can see that he's ready. His arms are up. All he needs is what's on his back. And spiritually, this is about you having the resources available to make the choices that you really, really want in your life, so you can align with that energy and make it happen. So regarding tarot here, you have a very powerful dynamic showing up, but I really do love this because you actually had the 10 of Cups showing up in reverse. Now, the 10 of Cups can mean that you really want to heal some sort of family dynamic within the situation that you're dealing with. This could be wanting to maybe take a family vacation. Maybe you want to find a partnership, or you want to be able to support your family. Maybe you're the breadwinner, or you want to contribute to your financial well-being. I am sensing that you have had a little bit of struggle, whether financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, with family, and it could lie within your limiting beliefs. It doesn't have to be that you've had a falling out with a family member. Perhaps some of you were raised in a very different way of believing or thinking. Conditioning is the word I'm looking for. Some of you have been conditioned a certain way, and now you're breaking out of that box, or a certain way of thinking. And that is good, because that's what I'm feeling here. Self-discovery is really strong for you this month, and you're realizing that you have a lot of bits and pieces and skills and talents and things that maybe you were not even aware of, Sagittarius, but you've had them all along. It was just sometimes as we go through and experience what life has to offer, we put layers upon layers upon layers on our true authentic self. Well, what's been happening is you're peeling those layers back, kind of like that onion. And yes, it could be difficult. It can make your eyes water, right? But ultimately, you're getting to the core, to the root of a situation here, and it's going to allow you to heal. But in order to get to that core, that root of a situation, you have to shatter the old. There has to be some sort of tower within you. I feel like this tower is internal. It may be external for some of you. It may have had to do with finances. It may have had to do with limiting beliefs around scarcity or poverty consciousness. It could also mean that you've been raised to believe that you have to work like a workhorse in order to achieve or amount to anything. Okay, you can work smarter, not harder. And I'm here to tell you that is true, Sagittarius. And so many of you have beliefs based on social conditioning, parental conditioning, maybe even your own experiences where you've told yourself certain things because that's what you felt in that moment, but that is not true for you any longer. Now something is breaking free in order for you to free yourself from some sort of mental, physical, or financial handicap or condition that you felt restricted to or tied to. The tower is about a shattering of a belief system as well. This is about an awakening. This is about a sudden revelation that offers you freedom and allows you to not feel like you've been left out in the cold. Because some of you, regarding finances, or some of you have actually lost a home, filed bankruptcy, foreclosure, you've lost loved ones emotionally, physically, where you felt alienated. Some of you maybe grew up feeling like the black sheep of the family. Okay, this this Five of Pentacles, you can see here that she feels restricted. She feels like she is on the outside looking in, and you may feel that way at times, looking at other people's success of their business or their relationship or their life, and you're thinking, when's my time going to come around here? Okay, it is coming, and I'm here to tell you, I love your final card. I can't wait to share it with you. But the Five of Pentacles is about a job loss for some of you. It could be a major illness. I'm getting an NDE, so some of you a near-death experience. And it doesn't mean, this is for if it's already happened. I don't project or see that showing up for you because I see a lot of good things happening, but you've certainly felt left out in the cold. Things are starting to finally move forward, especially in February. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving energy, but it's the most reliable, the most steady, and the most dependable. Out of all the knights, I love to see the Knight of Pentacles showing up after a tower, because it means that you're not quickly rushing out of this tower and leaving some of the rubble, carrying it with you into the future. You don't want to carry any of that rubble. You want to let it crash down. So don't resist it here. Even though you may feel like there's bits and pieces that you want to hang on to, it's going to be a slow ride out of there, but you will be fine and you will come out stronger. I don't want to say unscathed because you definitely have some war wounds here, but you're actually coming out a more authentic version of yourself. In this process, Sagittarius, it's helping you peel away the layers, okay? Helping you peel away for you to step into that beautiful, unique soul you are. Knight of Pentacles here is all about slow and steady wins the race. Very practical, very down to earth, very detail oriented, but also a laid back energy where yes, these things have happened, but it's taught me to not take life so seriously. And if some of you are saying, whoa, back up that horse, Melissa, I do take life seriously, sometimes too serious. I'm full of anxiety, full of worry, full of stress, full of fear. This is you releasing those limitations, even little by little, one at a time, baby steps sometimes, and that's okay, Sagittarius. Now you have the King of Cups here. You are maturing. You are emotionally evolving. Now some of you may say, Melissa, I'm mature. I'm 56 years old. Or Melissa, I'm mature. I'm 42 and I've been through everything. Awesome. Yes, I'm sure you absolutely have. However, you can be 99 and still haven't learned some lessons. Therefore, we repeat them. We feel like we haven't learned enough, so we repeat the cycle over and over. I feel like that's not you. You don't want to repeat anything any longer because you've learned the lesson, you've had the experience. Now it's time for you to go towards your sunshine, go towards your light here. And I'm hearing the song, and this has come up in readings before. You are my sunshine. My only sunshine. You don't want me to sing that, I promise. But if you resonate with that song, maybe it was a song that your grandma used to sing to you, or your mom, or maybe it's a song that you sing to your children. It brings about the energy of happiness. And look what your final card is here, Sagittarius, sunshine. You have the sun. This is powerful. This is about you gaining that bird's eye view on your future, opening up that third eye chakra and being able to envision and see what some sort of outcome or path looks like. Maybe you don't have the specifics, but you have a clear intention of what you want to feel and what it may entail. So again, you may not see directly how to move forward, but you know that it's going to bring happiness. You know that it's going to bring abundance. Keep doing what you're doing here because something had to crumble in order for you to fully move forward with truth, with authenticity, and with your own power. And the sun is guiding you along your path. When the sun shows up, Sag, this is about good health. It is about happiness. There really isn't a negative to the sun. It is about you enjoying being in the present moment. Don't wait for the rug to get pulled out. Don't wait for the next storm to creep in. Enjoy the sun that is shining and blessing you at this time, okay? Because you're heading towards that. Now, when it comes to finances, some of you may have been laid off. You may have been in a temporary work position. Perhaps you were in a little bit of a lull, a waiting period. This is all about divine timing. It's time to profit, time to seize the moment, time to take on some sort of new opportunity when it comes to finances. Maybe it's that new job or that business that you wanted to really take to the next level. This could be time to buy that home that you wanted, purchase that vehicle. Whatever this is for you, it could be investing your time and your energy and efforts into something that brings you a lot more happiness. Okay, the timing is now. After a time of going through some of this, something slow and steady here will be quite fruitful, especially for those of you business owners, or if you've been wanting to advance or grow within your career or within your business. I feel like the money is going to show up here, or you're going to have some inspirational hits, some channel divine energies that come in and say, now is the time to sell. Now is the time to buy. Now is the time to shuffle things around, or make the best out of your money. Whatever it is here, the time is now. So trust your intuition. You have the spiral card. This talks about an upward and outward trends. Things may have felt out of control. Absolutely. You have the tower here. It's unlikely that you'd feel pretty calm and peaceful within the tower. Hopefully you were on a internal level, feeling like the eye of the tornado at times, but staying peaceful. Sometimes it's hard to find that peace in the midst of chaos. But this is about you gaining that promotion, revisiting a job, or connecting with the right people who have your best interest at heart, that want to see you grow, that want to use their skills and gifts to help you grow and expand. Again, it could be professionals. Now we have the candle showing up. Sagittarius, the candle is about ambition. It's about taking action, hustle, manifestation. So even though there's a slow yet steady energy, I feel on a bigger spectrum that Knight of Pentacles is talking about long-term growth. Things may feel a little bit slower, but you are making progress. Let the inspiration hit. Let that spark reignite you and allow those ideas to flow. Okay, allow yourself to manifest money. This is about management, high rank, visibility. Some of you may be becoming more athletic, more mobile, especially if you've been wheelchair bound, if you had a crutch, if you had a cast, or if you had some sort of illness that kept you in bed or kept you from doing what it is that you love or your work. Things are going to start to look outward here. I'm also getting something with mobility, whether it is within the body mobility. You may be seeing a physical therapist, or I'm also sensing mobility of getting around. Some of you lose a driver's license. Maybe a driver's license is reinstated, or you need to renew a license, something of that nature, or it may have to do with a vehicle as well. Now, when it comes to love, we have here playfulness, we have very soon, and we also have retreat. Okay, when the playfulness card shows up, remember what I said earlier, Sagittarius, about you not taking life so seriously. Sometimes that's so much easier said than done, right? Especially when things are chaotic around us. But sometimes those are the biggest lessons that teach us how to be more playful. Teaches us that we have so much anxiety, so much fight or flight, that if we just are able to tune in to the soul of ourselves, that we're able to recapture that inner youth, that inner child, and bring a little more fun to our lives. It says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Absolutely. A lot of times, many people ride that roller coaster, right? That's part of life. Life is the roller coaster. You're going to hit those highs, you're going to hit those lows, and it's going to seem like a wild ride. But sometimes the only thing that you can do is buckle in. You're safe, you're secure, you're protected. And if something happens where there's a roadblock, or if maybe it's going too fast for your liking, or maybe it gets stuck on the top and you're upside down, all of these things can come in. But if we worry about them before they happen, you're not going to have fun. Okay? Because it's always flowing. It's always changing. There's always going to be change. That's inevitable. That's the only thing that's constant, right? But bring more playfulness to matters of the heart. Don't take things so seriously. It could be lighting up, reigniting a spark if you are married or if you are in a relationship. If you're looking for love, I do feel like there's strong love energy with this King of Cups. It says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. There's that third eye chakra that we were talking about earlier. So very soon things are happening for you. We also have retreat. And it says it's time to disconnect from the world. Some of you may have felt like you just needed to take a step back, catch your breath, regroup, maybe take a vacation with a loved one, with your friends, even if it was just taking some paid time off. Treat yourself, Sagittarius, because sometimes we feel overwhelmed by life circumstances. Even if you are retired, even if you have a lot of responsibilities, make sure you're filling your own cup first. Retreat. Now, messages from Work Your Light Oracle here. So messages from your spiritual guides, angels, light workers, loved ones in spirit. We have 3 that came up. And the first one, it says, trust your niggle. Trust your niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? You know what this is, Sagittarius. You have a niggle. We all do, right? That's that inner intuition that leads us, and it's guiding us and asking us to move in a new direction. It's asking us to lead from the heart space and to follow our path of purpose, to change our lives for the better, to really evaluate what's been going on, to see what we no longer want in our lives. It's a rite of passage. So trust that niggling feeling, because there's big change and exciting times coming in for you. Take a break before you make a major decision. I want you to really take a break. Take a retreat if you can. It says here, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. That's what I felt for you with this Knight of Pentacles. Sometimes we're in a hurry, and they're giving me that song, Travis Tritt. I'm in a hurry to get things done, rushing till life's no fun. You don't want to rush, right? That's not what it's all about. So we don't have to always feel like there's no time. I find it funny. I really tune into the energies. When people say, I don't have time for that, what they're really saying is, that's not a priority to me. Okay? And you may want to rewind that. You may want to write that down, but it is the truth. When we have time, when we make time for things that are important, that's because it's a priority, or that's because it's something that we really want. If you're telling yourself, I don't have time, then you don't want it bad enough, Sagittarius. And some of you are saying, oh, but Melissa, it's easier said than done. I work a 9 to 5 and I raise children and I have a family and I do the grocery I get it. I get it, Sagittarius. However, if this is something you want, then you need to make room for it. Okay? Get up earlier. Take some time off social media, or put your favorite show you're binge watching to the side and make time for what it is that you love, whether it's a person, whether it's a passion project, whether it's your body, your health, exercise, whatever it may be for you. Put in the time, but also remember that it's slow, steady progress that wins the race. It's not a treadmill here. And lastly, we have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? This is that judgment energy coming in. Judgment is all about you changing your life for the better. So I feel like you're being called, you're being asked here to make a choice, to stay where you're at, maybe in your comfort zone, but we rarely grow within our comfort zones. It's time to break free from that. And it may seem scary. It may feel like uncertainty. It may seem like you're going to take a risk far beyond, and it may not pay off. You may fall, you may crumble, you may fail. But you never know unless you do it, Sagittarius. So make that choice. Now, I love this. I love this. This is what your soul wants you to say. And it's interesting because Spirit is talking directly to your soul. This is a soul card, soul truth from your soul and your spirit team. And look what we have here. What risk can I take today? Be not mistaken. You will have to take bigger risks than you ever thought possible on this path towards your dreams. You will have to take the big, scary leap, but do not fret, because your soul has wings. Today's soul action, Sagittarius. What risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more thinking and only doing. Be brave and courageous, and you will discover what you are really made of. Oh, I love that. Especially because it coincides with what we were just talking about. Oh, I love it. If that's not confirmation, Sagittarius, to go for it, to take that leap, I don't know what is. Now, from your soul, this is again messages that your higher self, your soul really want you to align with and tune into. How can you surrender even more in this moment? It is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. We were talking about this earlier as well. Remember what I said about having that intention of clarity, opening that third eye chakra in order to see your vision, but not being so set on how to receive that, but knowing how it feels when you get there? It says here, it's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet, but you know is coming. Today's soul action, Sagittarius, know this so deeply that your soul vibrates. You are not alone. Your life has purpose, and the more you surrender, the more God can produce miracles in your life. Today's mantra, I surrender. I accept all that I cannot change. I release the outcome, and I joyfully trust the process. I love this for you. Surrender. You're surrendering. And oh my gosh, you can't make this up. I should start just pulling the cards so y'all can see how they flow, but I promise you, they flow beautifully together. For time management, I have them all set out here, but look at this. Moth Spirit says surrender now. Surrender now is, so again, as always, Spirit is always 3 steps ahead, so you can see the flow from different decks beautifully in your reading. You're going to start seeing that in your life as well. Synchronicities start to happen. You're at the right place at the right time. You start seeing signs, symbols, messages through songs, billboards, or other people even, because this is time for you to make a choice in your life that's going to affect your dreams and your wishes and goals. So take that risk. Now, last but not least, Sagittarius, you have the breathe or breath card here. It's card 29. Now, some of you may be 29. You may have a birthday on the 29th, or there could be a very, very powerful energy around the 29th of either January, February, March, but very, very powerful energy here, or even March. Let's see here. 29 is about patience. It's about going slowly. It is about trust, which we've talked about all those things as well. It's about wellness and meditation. It says here, patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate and trust. Breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses, breathe in the sunlight, and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. Oh, I love this. Yes, release the darkness here. That's that tower moment, whatever that may have been for you. And it's time to breathe in the sunlight, which you have here. So again, more synchronicity showing up for you. Really powerful energy. Some of you may also be born on the 2nd, the 9th, or even the 11th as well. So I hope this resonates with you, Sagittarius. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for being here. Lots of love.